In this presentation, we're going to discuss what it means to live an Alpha Stoic lifestyle. An Alpha Stoic lifestyle helps you see life as it is. Additionally, it helps you throw off the filters or concepts introduced to you through avenues that you might not be aware of. An Alpha Stoic realizes what makes them happy and what makes them miserable. I can be like your life coach that keeps you happy and fulfilled no matter what your situation or your status in life. I hope to do one presentation every 1 or 2 weeks, so if you subscribe, you'll be notified when I publish the next one. You can also visit my website at maximusmccullough.com to check out some of my Stoic letters and writings and memes. My name is Maximus McCullough, and it is my goal to help create happier, stronger human beings. Understand that there are a few keys to a miserable life. People who feel sorry for themselves or feel like they are entitled are always miserable people. Thankless people are always miserable people. The lack of deductive reasoning or common sense can keep one in misery. Non-critical thinkers are gullible enough to engage in unhealthy circumstances and bad decision-making that lead to misery. Lazy people tend to be the most miserable and then wonder why they cannot supply the things they need for survival. People always in want or in a state of constant desire, then complain because they don't have it, are always miserable. Of course, these miserable human beings are made up of beta males and beta females. There are a few fundamentals to a happy life as well. Let's go over what they are. In order to be happy, love and compassion must be experienced and practiced. A thankful person is a happy person. They actually find things to be thankful for. People with common sense are not only happy people, but are survivors. There's a saying that says, "I'd rather be dumb and happy than smart and miserable." But the fact of the matter is that smart, critical thinkers are happy people. Honest hard work will create a sense of accomplishment, which in turn lead to happiness, right? All of the above virtues lead to something we call fulfillment. This is a state of happiness and joyful contentment. These virtues are naturally discovered by alpha males and females. Let's talk a little bit about Stoicism and why it's important to your happiness and fulfillment in today's world. Stoics' fundamental belief is focused on control, but not like you would imagine. We only worry about the things that we can control. We do not worry about the things that we cannot control. Let's talk about some things that you do not have control over. You do not have control over starving people in other countries. You are not their solution or their answer, and any money you give to these charlatans never make it to the kids. You did not have control over 9/11, so why did you feel helpless? Why did you feel afraid? You never had control over that, and still don't. You do not have control over other people's actions like serial killers, thieves, liars, and all the riffraff that we face in this world. Let's talk about things you do have control over. How about the food you put in your body? You have control over that, right? How about the job you choose to work at? That's your decision, isn't it? The way you think about things is in your control. Or is it? Did you give that to other people, or do you think for yourself? We see so many people give their minds over to companies and organizations that view them as a product to fill in an agenda. The dehumanization campaign is in full swing. Dumbing down of human beings, indoctrination from educational establishments like universities and schools. People love money more than they love themselves. And oh, the pawns we've become on social media to let them take our free speech rights away. And are there really any news outlets these days that give you the news without a twist? Alpha Stoics are people that take control of their lives because they have the humility to understand that their life is all they have control over. They lead by example and not a hypocritical lifestyle. They are both male and female. They live in harmony with nature. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, said that wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Have you ever thought about it like that before? It's not the abundance or lack of money that will contribute to your happiness or misery. History is full of suicides of materially wealthy and materially poor people. It is simply your state of mind that makes you rich or poor. In Stoicism, we are fulfilled in what we have, not in what we don't have. We do not desire or envy other people's things, their possessions, or status in life. We do not view one's life more important than another life. We recognize all will die and keep that before us always. There is a saying that we Stoics use, and that is memento mori. When translated into English, it means remember that you have to die. This may sound morbid to some, that us Stoics think of death on a daily basis. However, this actually has a very positive impact. We understand our own mortality, and we want to live the best life we can, and we do that by living each and every moment. Life is lived in moments, and one of those will be our death. We should use that to improve ourselves. However, there may be something standing in our way. The great Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In our series on Alpha Stoics, we will be drawing on that great wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, but understand that what may be standing in your way is you. In our next presentation, we will cover how to make ourselves better human beings by living in the moment and fulfilling our lives in a way that makes us feel whole. Please subscribe and join me if you like these presentations. I look forward to being with you in the next one.